success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like they lead.
Really terrible stuff.
And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
That is the perfect.
He was open, right? Yes. Unless you're just with. My goodness. You suck, man.
For a defense that has really struggled against the pass this season, they're in the bottom portion, okay? Have struggled, but opening drive, making a statement. Maybe this creates some momentum. Maybe this turns the tide for this defense.
And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down, they get off schedule. You've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that. Just like to see the quarterback have a clock going off in his head, forcing him to get rid of that football. Can't take a sack on first down in a goal-to-go situation and move your offense backwards.
Under fire. Got a man. He's going for the cover. Got enough space.
Yes.
A great catch and run for 6.
And I think he does a really good job here. Dropping back to pass, surveying the field, sees he's got some open space out wide, dump it to your playmaker. Your running back takes the football. He does the rest. Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the field, making a play.
Bringing it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Looking downfield on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Guys, let's talk about Florida Atlantic. Boy, this just hasn't been their year. All of the aspirations starting the season in the top 5, but there's always someone that seems to bottom out against those big expectations.
No question, Reese.
He unleashes a long one. He's got it at the 25. And he just makes the point here would tie the game.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They'll try the run. Hard running there. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge game? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Unloads to the wideout.
Dude, that's slow.
Only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down.
And I love the
No,
awareness
that's the
by the
fastest
wide
guy in the
receiver
team.
on that play because I'm not sure.
Running with him, running with him, running with him. Did I run into him? Oh, I ran into my own guy.
Route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Looking to throw on first down.
Yeah.
He managed to feel the odds on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
When the offense turns it over, talking to the coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
And the pass is incomplete, but there is a penalty flag. Did they get the receiver for a push-off?
Pass interference. Offense.
What?
We've got pass interference, but this time it's on
Shit.
the offense. And now on second down for this offense. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And a good solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Wide receiver going in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Finding open area. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. And the Owls will snap it on first and 10.
29 Philly. 29 Philly.
Wants to throw on first down.
You got it. Freaking done that.
Get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up
Oh,
at the
okay.
41-yard line.
And you will always remember your first. And how about that? Breaking on the football.
As soon as I
getting
throw
INT.
it.
The first INT. Good football, brother. The first of many big-time plays for this game.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Got stuffed on first down. It's second and 10. He'll pull it on the read. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Goes the option, quarterback keeps it himself, and look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take it the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short gain by the QB prevent you from running this scheme in your playbook.
He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best. I mean,
Okay, where did you have to get to? Here. Yes. Well past the 50. Oh, he put his arm out.
I think
Damn
the
it.
open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Goes to the option. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. After a good pickup on the run, it's second down. Looking to fire. Got it behind the line. It's Randall. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass Quarterback floating away from pressure. Really nice job to convert that
Thank you.
third down, and they've got it at the 33. This Kentucky offense really moving the ball quickly. The give on the inside. Knocked down at the 29 after a pickup of 4.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a day. Make the defense tackle. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs.
This is driving me crazy.
In football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And the Wildcats back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Quick release on the RPO. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they created a negative play.
Pocket breaking down. Here comes the rush.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting them a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way in disrupting the quarterback's rhythm.
Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. He's going to try to punch one through from 45 yards away. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, it's a final now in one of the more intriguing games of the week, that notable ACC play. Virginia Tech was far from the friendly confines of Lane Stadium, but still managed to scratch out a win. And there was a lot of chatter this week about this group not being ready. Time to check those receipts, if you know what I mean. One team will rise in the ACC standings, while the other is going to sink like a stone. The harsh reality of college football when conference foes face off, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. And here comes the offense on second down. Motion from the wideout. Little touch pass to the receiver.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game. Defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Going right to work up top. Flips it out in the flat. He'll step out of bounds at the 23-yard line after a productive play for this offense.
Oh, engaged.
The Wildcats come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Looking for a chunk play on second and short. Caught behind the line.
Yeah, that's fun.
There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period.
Like I'm playing Kyle.
Florida Atlantic has the edge. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Off the play fake on first down. The throw. It's caught. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break?
There's two guys in the same spot. That's not ideal. Dove through his own guy. Okay.
Actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Here comes Kentucky after picking up that first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Out of the gun, the inside give. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that.
Breaks into the open.
Hello.
When your run game's working like this early in the game,
They've run the ball 8
it makes
times.
everything so easy. And after big runs like that, watch for this offense to come back and attack some play action down the field.
He'll keep it himself.
No. Oh, good pass. He's not running the ball. 9.
But he'll be knocked down at the 1.
It's got to be half of their plays. 9 out of 23. Is he actually even fast? Sort of. Creator.
Well, this is a quarterback who has outstanding running ability, and he's hoping the defense is going to give him an opportunity to tuck this football and get upfield, but there was nothing there. You saw him that time. Hold on to it, hold, hoping someone on defense was going to...
Back's going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Kentucky! If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. These two offenses have been outstanding in the early going, and that ramps up the pressure to put something on the board every time you touch it. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first?
25.
Running back searching for a hole. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. The Owls come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. On the ground, it's Bolden. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
They'll try it over the left side. He'll get it up to the 39 before he's run out of bounds, and this offense just patiently, methodically trying to do work.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to him.
And that goes down as as an incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was, so he's outside the tackle box, so he knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. No.
Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game.
And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in a first half.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
They're dealing with a second and long. Caught in the backfield, it's Bolden. Completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Fight that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the first down.
Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. They'll run the option. Quick toss. And the fourth option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. Back out onto the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Gives it to the back on the draw. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Kentucky right back to the line. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Grab behind the line. It's Randall. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Out of the backfield, he's over. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he struggled his last game out. Part of that was the defense. Part of that was him not playing as well as he wanted to. But in this game, he really has been, for the most part, locked in. That's a good sign for this offense.
So that's a lightning fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away. Makes the decision
catches it at the 15. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Off the play fake on first down. Looking to buy time. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
Well, man, this quarterback is fast. You saw that on his ability to scramble around, but he wasn't fast enough to outrun that hit. And it was the hit that caused the incompletion.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Caught in the backfield, it's Fauls. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. On target to the left. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. To the air on first down. Using his feet to buy time. Fires on the move. Finds space on
Gosh.
They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. That's going to wrap up the
That was
first half here.
really bad. Really bad. I'll freaking lose to Kentucky.
This has been the best first half we've seen in the history of these two programs.
Man.
They've matched each other's intensity, and the result has been a very evenly played game. Fascinating to see how the rest of this one plays out.
That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out to the end
Yes,
zone and he's
just-
knocked down at the 10. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Kentucky going
In play
quickly.
action, you can't get there in
And this
time.
defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable
Blitzing
with guys one-on-one
fucking
on
everyone.
islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays like what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Working well behind the sticks on second down.
Here we go. Set.
Motion from the wide receiver. Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I like the decision by the quarterback. Just get the ball in your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make them.
Oh, this is the
It's still a positive game.
On third down, he drops to throw. He makes the grab. They convert
Someone
on
else got
third
burned.
down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
Getting a good route.
Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I
Oh,
trust you,
there.
I'm fine.
Dashing up the
Nice pickup on the ground there. And they'll
dashing
go
through the
this
snow.
first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play
12
waiting
yards.
to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some
defense
damage
this
on
bad.
this defense.
The inside handoff. Quick spin on the run. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line.
Okay.
Big red zone opportunity here. Looks Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check
I'm
it
at
out.
home against the worst team in the SEC.
And the Wildcats with a second
Can't
and
do
short to keep
shit
this drive
about it.
moving. After the run, now to throw. He's got it on the run. They'll get it down to the
Broken
8-yard
tackle,
line
broken
on that
tackle, broken
throw and catch, and the defense is backed up
Oh my
against the
goodness.
wall. On this first and goal, let's see what Kentucky does. Use the play fake, now to throw. Never had a chance, incomplete.
And this
Shit.
offense shows right away on first down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on second down and goal?
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Back to pass. I don't think that's the way they
Shit
should
throw. He's already happened.
The defense is making some big plays here right up against their own goal line. They forced 2 straight incompletions. Now sitting at third down, you're expecting passes again. Is this a situation where they're going to want to blitz, or do they stay back, play zone, and try to break on the ball?
Pressure coming.
Dude, fucking stand right there. Damn it.
Put together a pretty good drive, man, but man, did they stop.
How is that not picked off? Put your hands up. Did it hit me in the face? I think it did. Right in the freaking helmet.
3 straight incompletions, trying to find something that would work. But
Yes,
this defense, they stood up after giving up some yards and really finished
Yes.
this drive well.
No good. And after this field goal,
This is
guys, we
frustrating.
are still locked up.
And these are the ones that make me want to remove kickers from a game. I mean, this is a chip shot field goal. It should be an automatic 3. He misses. Wasted drive, wasted opportunity.
Cut.
A run for the quarterback. They'll move the chains
Right through that
as
ref.
he gets it to the 43-yard line.
Okay,
Your
moving
defensive
on.
line cannot take on double teams. It allows linemen to get up into the laps of linebackers, and that's happening far too often right now, which is why this defense is struggling stopping the run.
Here's a hit. It's complete to the left. And he
It's a
was
shitty
off to
juke.
the races.
That is a shitty juke.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been
Shitty.
dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind. Over 300 yards passing now.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Looking downfield on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big
Couldn't see. That was a problem. I'm sure he was open, but I could not see.
there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air on second down. Quarterback now breaking the field.
Where'd you come from?
Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses.
They brought 3 people. My center. Didn't do a damn thing.
Away, it'll be
Referee
third down.
guarded.
Good decision by the QB. You're
Had
outside
8
the
people in
pocket,
coverage.
You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw
got
it
hit
away
immediately.
and live to play another day.
They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10.
Sweet.
Nice grab and drop.
Sweet, sweet, sweet.
And that
Good
one
job.
was great on the grease board, but when they blow it
Let's
up
try
like
60
that,
yarder.
the defense is going to win every time. So look at this. They're sending out the kicker to try along. Well, players don't really like kickers, but if this guy bangs through this 60-yarder, he'll be the toast of the
Yeah,
team. And he missed it.
a bit too
No
far.
good. After that failed field goal attempt, fellas, still tie ball game. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They built up some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't turn it into points with the missed field goal. Let's see
Yes.
what fires into traffic.
Yes.
Picked up a few extra on that return. What a play by this defense to get
Good.
the football.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
A sure hand hits it Spears.
Get out of here.
Down quickly, minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
The gift to the tailback. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
Well, that's not necessarily a throw that's going to show up on the stat sheet, but I love the decision. We're in the second half. We've got a tie game. You cannot turn the football over. And if nothing's open downfield, just do the smart thing and throw the ball away. I love it.
There he goes. He snagged it, but he stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable. Really putting this offense in a good position.
Close to the marker, it's Spears. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's just...
Quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. And the returner will be knocked down. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. And off from the shotgun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's cut.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Opening play of the drive from the 39. The give to the back. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. And the Owls come to the line in the hurry up.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Oh, hang on a
And
second.
it'll be incomplete. This
Hang on a
defense is
second,
physical
boy.
and pass deep.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. just as he released the pass, it's incomplete. Florida Atlantic will send the punt unit onto the field. Hauls it in and looking upfield. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they got him down at the 23. Opening play
Wow,
of this
that's
drive
just
will
not
come
very
from their
good.
own 23. To the ground with the back. Makes a man miss. Hooks his way and gets 4 out to the 27. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Trying play action. Quickly complete. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third
A
period.
huge advantage being able to see that
All right,
shit.
guys, so Florida Atlantic has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings.
Look at Tulsa, number 4. Good job, Trevor.
They go back to work in the final period of this one. They try to put the run on the draw. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
Great team defense on that run
I
play.
think I beat him
Everybody
in his
doing their
backfield
job.
yet.
People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling.
He
Just
still
can't
picked
do
up
it right.
yards.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The give on the option. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout.
Dude,
And the deflection by
you know how to
the
catch it.
great play on 3rd down brings us to 4.
This quarterback is so lucky that ball was not picked. You have to be so careful. If you're throwing the perimeter of the field into double coverage, you better be sure your guy's open, and you better be sure it's an accurate throw. Lucky that one wasn't a close save.
He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to throw on first down. Zings it complete to the right. He'll get up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down.
And this offense, you can tell, just still feeling confident. Like, they have the lead. It's the 4th quarter. First down, that's not a running play. That's a passing play. They're really in a rhythm, feeling good about themselves.
Takes it ahead.
Ooh,
Really
ball.
nice pick up there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. Pass completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. And a 9-yard gain on
Sucks.
first down leaves them with 2nd and short.
Sucks.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff, where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. The defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
The Owls want to pick up the tempo. Wants to go up top on first down. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. A lot of urgency for this offense.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
He stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. And the Owls, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Quarterback on the keeper. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5.
This is is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big gain, but you look up, and they're in second and short, second and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him make quick decisions.
Second down, they'll go to the air. They push out this lead in the fourth quarter, and it might be enough to give them that elusive second win of the season. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. Kansas State is up big right now, and what's shaping up to be a blowout they'll remember in Manhattan for some time. They're up by 21 over Arizona State. We'll circle back if anything changes in this interesting Big 12 matchup. Back to you guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. A quick pass to the left. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Backed up now. Here's second and long.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happening at this point. Obviously,
That's really bad.
From the gun, wants to pass. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Lofts one high and deep. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning.
And that's a really good job by the defense. Understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Finds a little space. He's run out of bounds at the 23 after the big gainer.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion.
Makes the grab. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Florida Atlantic goes to work with a fresh set of downs. They want that clock to run. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Wants to go up top. He was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Clock stopped. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Nice catch.
They push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly complete. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense.
He lost it high and deep down the left side. Another interception. That's his fourth of the day.
And that's going to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
Yeah, that's another like news receptions.
What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
No stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game. Well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this. And this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
Quick pass on the fly motion. Oh, the speed, the acceleration, the elusiveness, and he's down to the 43.
Well, you got to give the defense a lot of credit on this play because they were doing a nice job understanding who had the football and where they were. So a nice job by the defense rallying around that ball carrier and now not giving up the first down.
Quarterback on the move, still looking. Pulls it in, it's bowling. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Looking to throw for it. Got it in the middle, it's Harmon. The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. There are a few things that just make me happy in life. A great steak, a scrumptious dessert, and a tight end who makes a catch on third down.
If the steak's medium rare, I'm right there with you, Reese. And I'm also there with you on these tight ends on third down, too. Too big for DBs to cover, too fast for linebackers to cover. That guy's a weapon.
They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38.
Running back.
To the air on first down. Grabs the screen around all kinds of defenders. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. Second down, he'll throw it. Going for the big play. And it falls in complete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Makes the catch. Got some room there at the goal line. And they take it in for 6 more points. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this This might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. They learned a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook a little.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
The Wildcats now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Now they'll run the draw. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, but wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The defense uses a timeout, and we are down to 11 seconds left to play. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He wants a big play here late. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on third down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
He'll make the fair catch at the 44, and they'll have terrific field position. After this, it'll be a wrap. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game, offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. And here we go. Final play of the game right here.
29 Philly. 2
Snap in the shotgun. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. They're able to make the stop, but this offense running plays and racking up yards all the way to the end as they get the